What's up, y'all? It's your girl Wine Fine Down, and we back with Blue Couch Conversations. So before I get into this tea, as you can see from the title, we got some tea to talk about. I got some tea on myself that I need to let y'all know. Well, it ain't really tea, but it's probably tea to y'all. But it's a testimony for me. So before we get into this, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, share it with your cousin, share it with your man. Let them know that Dom got another video that just dropped and you need to watch it. You need to watch it. So by the title, you know that I just got kicked out of flight attendant training. Like, they gave me the boot. I got the boot and I'm here back in Texas and I'm just trying to figure out what's my next move. So, the next move is, I don't know. We gonna figure it out. We gonna just ride this wave, ride my own wave. But yes, I'm just go ahead and get into this. So, maybe like in July, no, the end of June, I got a job as a flight attendant. I got offered a position as a flight attendant for this airlines that I'm not gonna disclose. I was gonna be making like $23.76 like an hour. Yeah, an hour. And I'll be able to travel like literally out of the country, all around the states, just different places, different military bases. And yeah, so anyway, the first part of the job process was you get flew out to Miami, Florida, where you go be in training for 5 weeks, and it's basically like school again. Like, you're basically learning what you have to do for your job description. And I don't know if anybody's ever been a flight attendant or been a flight attendant training. Literally, I didn't think that being a flight attendant was that hard. Like, the fuck, like, I thought it was passing out drinks and peanuts and snacks. No, baby, you gotta learn every aircraft that these people fly. You need to learn every safety procedure, anything that can happen. Like, they bring out every different type of scenario. You need to learn how to keep your composure in the crazy scenarios that they have, and also make sure everyone on this airplane is safe, and make sure everybody's safe before you're safe. So, on some first responder type shit. So, shout out to anybody that's a flight attendant. I give you my utmost respect. You went through that training, you got through it. Shout out to all my friends that I met in flight attendant training, that graduated last Friday. I want to say, like, congratulations to y'all. I'm so proud of y'all, like, for real. I can't wait to see y'all in Houston doing y'all thing. Like, but anyway, back to me. So yes, I made it to week 3 out of 5 of flight attendant training. Like I said, I've never been through flight attendant training before. Make sure y'all get y'all coffee and y'all teas. It's morning time where I'm at right now. So yes. Yes, I made it to week 3 of 5 weeks, and I got dismissed from training for failing a test. So during the process of training, you are taking tests. Like I said, it's like school, and you have to make a 90 or above on every test that you take. They give you 2 chances to retake a test. Once you retake the test, you have to make 100 on the test. After retaking 2 tests, that's it. You can't retake no more of these people's tests. They're gonna give you the boot. So that's what I got. And at first, once the instructor was, letting me know, like, I kind of already knew after I took the test, like, damn, that shit was kind of hard. I don't think I did good on the test. Like, I feel like deep down, like, damn, I ain't do good on the test. So I know I didn't do good on the test. But once the lady told me that I was getting ready to go home, I definitely was sad, because I dropped everything that I had going on prior to flight attendant training here in my hometown in Beaumont, Texas. Like, I was working for a grocery store, HEB, and I had been working there I had like made a year already. And so I just decided, like, to drop everything I had going on and go pursue something different. Like, something like, hey, I get to travel. Like, I only been on a plane like 1 time prior to me applying to this job. So my second time flying out was when I flew out to Miami. But But yes. So like I was sad, but then I thought about it like prior to that, like maybe a couple days prior to me getting kicked out, I remember praying in my hotel room and just asking God to put me in a position to be around people that can help me, you know, fulfill my deepest dreams, like as being a blogger, a vlogger, a singer, all those different types of things. Because like, you know, in this life you really want to do what, you know, you want to fulfill your dreams and you want to fulfill your deepest desires, and you just want to be, I feel like you should be able to do, you know, just enjoy life doing what you want to do on a day-to-day basis. Like life should not be hard. You should be doing what makes you happy. And not to say flight attendant training didn't make me happy, or being a flight attendant, or probably, you know, like in the process of being a flight attendant didn't make me happy, but it was definitely like a glimpse of like, okay, is this what you really want to do? Like, you know, once you start putting your energy and your time into something, you definitely want to, you know, take a step back and make sure this is something that you really want to do before you put all your time.
I say like a whole lot during this video,
you know,
so
like you don't want to do all of this,
just bear with me.
Get to a point where you're like, this ain't even what I want to do, and you've wasted all this time and all this energy, so you kind of feel like I might as well, like I didn't got to this point. So anyway, back to the story. I had to pack up and get ready to go back home, but I'm big on I'm a big family oriented person. I have a lot of friends like back home that was missing me, that was rooting for me, and I was missing them. So going back home was like, okay, like I have to go back home, mainly since I'm just on this wave where I'm just kind of like, you know, I'm definitely not gonna put myself into a position to just focus on the things I can't control. At that point, I know I did my best during flight attendant training. Like I learned so much, but it was just literally out of my control whenever I got dismissed from training. So I just had to go with the flow, figure out what was my next thing that I want to do when I get back home. And yeah, so when I got back home, I was definitely greeted with so much love and care, and just surrounded by so many supportive people that were still supporting me, still rooting for me. And that's a blessing. You know, everybody don't have this, so I'm definitely grateful and thankful for that. So I just want to give you like my input and my outlook like on everything. Like I could have been sad, I could have been like very down and depressed about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm human. When I first got back home, I was definitely like drinking more, kind of going out, especially that first weekend, because I got back in Beaumont like Wednesday night, because I got dismissed July 14th. I got back in Beaumont Wednesday night, and so, you know, it was up from there. Thursday through Sunday, I was like turning up, like, and I kept saying, you know, like, I'm not sad, which I really wasn't sad, but definitely I was kind of like, all right, what's next? Like, I'm back out here. What's up, guys? So I just started praying more, like just putting everything into God's hands and not stressing over nothing. Like I literally did not stress over nothing. Like I did my part, applied for different jobs, applied to other airlines, and just was like, okay, I can only do so much. Like I can only do so much. I'm not gonna put too much stress and pressure on myself to get it right. Like thankfully it's just me. I don't have to look after nobody, you know, so it's good. You know, I didn't stress about bills. I didn't stress about none of that. And literally 2 weeks later, I got a job offer at another job, and I actually have work today. It's my second day of work, so shout out to me. Like I only was out of work for 2 weeks. Like y'all, I didn't know what was gonna happen. Like every day I was having interviews, just trying to figure out what's next, like trying to take this YouTube thing serious, trying to actually get out of my own way. Like sometimes we have to get out of our own way and just do something, like just do what you really want to do. But sometimes we let fear get in the way, we let our own self get in the way of what we want to do. So we should just do it. So y'all, I'm proud that I'm just doing this right now. Like this video is just like, I'm just doing it. Like I'm a big perfectionist, so I let that get in the way of me just doing stuff. So anyway, yes. My whole message is like, you know, yeah, I got kicked out of flight attendant training. I was super excited about all of this. I was bragging to everybody about like everything that I had, coming up like, y'all, yes, I'm about to get ready to go to flight attendant training. And I don't know flexing shit or nothing, but basically just like, I'm proud, I'm happy, like, that I finally found something that I could do that I think that'll be a good fit for me. And just, everybody pumping me up like, yes, I can see you doing it. That definitely helped me. Like, yes, okay, if everybody else can see me doing this, I definitely can see me doing it. Like, but that just wasn't what God had for me at that time, or just had for me, period. Like, we all are born into this life with a purpose. And so our job is to figure out our purpose. And I feel like figuring out your purpose is getting closer to God and staying connected to him, because he's never going to steer you wrong. Like, he's never going to, like, basically, I didn't get this far for him to just leave me here. Like, I'm going to go further than this. And I truly believe that. I truly believe during those 2 weeks that I was out of work that God had something bigger in store for me from what I had lost. I didn't even look at it like a loss. Like I said, I met so many great people. It was an amazing experience that everybody don't get to have. It definitely opened my eyes when I came back home. Like, hey, the sky is not the limit. You can do anything that you want to do in this life. I manifested that job. And although that wasn't what God had for me, or that wasn't what he had for me at the time, like, I manifested it. Like, I'm talking about, I got up in the morning and wrote down, like, I did the it's like the 333 manifestation thing where you write, like, it's like writing lines. And like, I forgot how many times I wrote it, but I wrote, that I will be a flight attendant and I'll get to travel for free. Like, just, I wrote that so many times. I manifested this. And although I didn't get to finish out the whole 5 weeks, I still did it. Like, I still got to experience it. God was like, okay, this is what you want to do. I'm gonna allow you to do it. Although this is wasn't what I had for you, I'm gonna let you go ahead and go experience that. But even though, he let me experience what I wanted to experience, his plan is still gonna prevail. Like, it's still gonna prevail, rather, it's delayed by me wanting to fulfill my desires. His desires for my life is definitely still gonna work out. So I stopped planning. I stopped planning stuff. Like, people would ask me, okay, so what's your next? Like, what's next for you? And I just be like, I don't know what's next. Like, I'm praying to God every day and asking him, like, just keep me close to you, cover me in your blood, and just you let me know what's the next journey, what's next, what do I need to do? And he did, and I'm super happy. Like, y'all, throughout all of this, I've been so happy, literally so much at peace, so stress-free. Like, like, that's why I say the material things do not matter in life. They don't, because you cannot take none of this stuff when you leave. Like, when you die, nobody's gonna care about, like, what job you worked at, what you did in life. Like, I was watching something and it said when you die, on your headstone or just your obituary or anything, it literally has the day you was born and the day that you died. And they have a dash in between both dates. So that means anything that you did between the time you were born and the time you died, it really don't even matter. Like, ain't nobody listing none of that. Ain't nobody listing none of that down. None of your accomplishments, none of your mistakes, nothing. Nobody's listing it. All they know is the time you were born and the day you died. So live this life. Like, do what you want in this life. Like, do all that you can. Don't dwell on nothing. Like, literally, when something don't work out, keep pushing forward. Keep trying to figure out what's in store for you. Be happy. Like, we need the good, we need the bad, we need the ugly, and we need the beautiful. We need it all, because I learned so much about myself during this journey. I learned so much about people. I learned so much about like, in general, just how life works. Like, I don't know it all, but I'm definitely, like, it was a journey. Like, and it's still a journey. Like, I'm still trying to figure out, okay, what can I do to become successful? What can I do to make money? Like, what can I do to just, be all that I can be in this life? And it's just really being my authentic, true self. Like, being true to me, being true to my journey, being true to my mistakes, being true to my successful points is really what makes me happy and makes me at peace with myself. And that ain't nothing money can buy. Like, every day I woke up, I was just so thankful that I was still in my own place. I had my own car. I didn't have a job. I didn't know where I was gonna get money from. Like, I didn't know like how I was gonna pay my car note. Like, they calling me every day like, when you gonna come pay this car note? And I'm like, baby, I ain't even got no job yet. But, you know, I was just staying positive and keeping faith, like, that God was not going to take away anything in my life that he wasn't gonna replace. Like, and that's just really what it is. Like, no, I'm not working a job that's making as much money as I would have been making as a flight attendant, but I'm so happy that I even have a job. Like, and I feel like that's why, like, times that aren't just like the most desirable, like the times that you be like, man, I'm struggling, like I don't have it all together, it's more important than like the highs, because it builds character. It builds character. You learn a lot. Like, you learn to be humble and grateful for like the highs, because you don't want to be just like big flexing and just thinking you the shit when you up on a high. Don't get me wrong, pop your shit, because I'm gonna pop my shit in the lows. I'm gonna pop my shit in the highs. I have people trying to tell me like, oh, you be stunting. Like, no, I don't be stunting. Like, baby, I just brag to everybody and their mama about me being a flight attendant. And when they see me back at home, like, you don't know how many times people have asked me or came across me like, Dom, you back out here? And not that I have to explain myself to them, but it's just like, yeah, I'm back out here, and me constantly having to like, I'm a very transparent person. Like, I like, don't get me wrong, some things do embarrass me, but it is what it is. Like, I ain't tripping. Like, you say what you want about me, you know, but like I said, it is what it is. So, you know, I definitely felt myself repeating like why I was back in Beaumont so many times, to where like I didn't want to go out around a bunch of people all the time, like, because I didn't feel like explaining myself, explaining why I'm back in Beaumont, why, you know, what I was bragging about didn't work out. But, you know, it is what it is. You're gonna have those times, and just you being transparent about your journey and what you have going on definitely helps people. So that's why I was just like, let me go ahead and get out of my own way and make this video, because you never know who it can help and who is watching you and who's watching how you move, and that can inspire, encourage someone to, you know, just keep going. And I do encourage everybody to keep going no matter what life throws at you, because it's life. And as much as, you know, we all want to be successful and we all want to make money, we all want to be rich, like, we all have a time and a season for that. And so you need to enjoy all parts of your season, because they're all very important to your life. So yes, like I said, we're here at the Blue Couch, and we just speaking on me. And before I bring anybody like here on my show, I like to be transparent about me and real about what I got going on. And yes, my advice to anybody that's going through a tough time in life, or just, you know, something didn't work out that you really had high hopes for, don't give up now. Please don't give up now, because, you know, God has something in store for you, and you have to keep the faith, stay strong, stay happy, stay positive, stay encouraged, because this is not the end. Like, it's definitely not the end. If you woke up this morning, it's not the end of your journey. It's definitely still going. You still got to keep pushing, because you never know who's watching you. So yes, y'all like, subscribe, share this video with everybody, because you never know who needs it. And y'all comment and let me know what else you want me to talk about, like what you want to see from me. Like, you know, send me some love. I'm definitely sending y'all some love and encouragement. And just keep tuning in. And yeah, Blue Couch Conversations. Ooh, my little's falling. Ooh, gotta get it together. But yes, y'all, have a good, positive, productive day. And yeah.